Hey, Max here, and I got a hot topic to talk to you Star Wars and Disney fans, blockbuster movie fans. This is about Mcdisney and how it's ruining the industry, the trends, the things that Disney is doing to the blockbuster movie genre and movie theaters, and why it's bad. But first, I want to give the disclaimer. Warning! This video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and a Mad Max. And this one I'm really mad about because I do think they are destroying, with what they're doing, with the influence and money they have, their greed is real. I think they are destroying blockbuster movies, and no one wants to compete. They're all bowing out. All the other movie studios are going to be falling one by one. With streaming's big, okay? Streaming is the future for all these other movie studios. For actual movie theater going experience for blockbuster movies, Disney is choking out the competition. You may have differences of opinion on if you like The Last Jedi or not, or if you like Star Wars the way it's going, but you really can't deny that Disney is taking over. I think everyone can agree on that. Mcdisney, the Star Wars and the damage it is doing to the industry. Not just Star Wars, Mcdisney is destroying the movie-going experience. Do you enjoy watching blockbuster movies, going with friends, family, on time off, holidays, and during the summer movie season? Well, Mcdisney is attacking and absorbing all your favorite properties. They are not only destroying our childhood, they want to own our childhood. They want to own nostalgia. Disney and nostalgia. They want to own everything, all the properties that we hold dear and we have great memories of. And our children, and our children's children entertainment. They are going if they're not stopped, they're just going to keep absorbing, and the competition is just going to continue to bow out. This is serious stuff. Once they own it, no one is getting it back. You also have to consider how this affects a lot of people's jobs. As Disney absorbs more and more companies and properties, redundancies are going to happen. There's a lot of jobs at stake too with these mergers and absorbing, because there's redundancies. There's companies within the companies that overlap, and they're not going to just keep everything going. It's impossible. Along with the properties that will go stagnant because they are part of this deal. What is most at risk to sit on the shelves in the Disney vault. That's scary because, you know, they can vault things and you'll never see it again, or it's going to be a long time. So I don't know if that'll even affect Blu-rays out there, physical media, as streaming and digital copies become more the norm. You may want to track down some of those Fox Blu-rays. Who knows the way things are going. Now, getting back to what could possibly sit on the shelves and not get a new iteration and be Disney vaulted, immediately I think of Aliens and Planet of the Apes. They are properties that both had a recent installment in 2017, but they do not make Disney money, so they probably will be sidelined. Disney loves money, okay? If it's not making a lot of money, it's not good enough, and that's a real concern as well. Now, where does the term Mcdisney come from, and why isn't it ruining the movie industry? Now, unfortunately, Disney is not the only movie studio doing these and making these factory-produced movie, generic, mass-market fast food films with no nutritional value, no substance, with a Happy Meal toy. Porgs! Now with Porgs! This has been going on for years. Fox with Fantastic Four, Warner Brothers with the most recent Justice League, but Disney has perfected the formula. And now for blockbuster movies, with the amount of money being made, or amount of money at stake at least, this is how Hollywood makes movies now, for the blockbuster. And if a movie studio actually does still exist, they try to mimic the Mcdisney formula. Take Warner Brothers, for example. They had some missteps with the DC movie universe. So, have they learned anything? No. Now they're just copying Mcdisney. Flashpoint with Bruce. Well, it's up in the air if Ben Affleck's going to return as Bruce, but the original plan, and I could definitely see them copying, is Flashpoint with Bruce Wayne as the mentor. They already had him the mentor for Flash in Justice League, copying Spider-Man Homecoming, down to hiring some of the writers of Spider-Man Homecoming to direct it. And now Lobo, Warner Brothers, we need our own Deadpool movie with character that fits the market. I cannot believe they're fast-tracking Lobo. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't get a Lobo movie in the future, but with the way it's going, I think they need to focus on their most popular characters, and they're doing it for all the wrong reasons. And with Michael Bay, talk about Mcdisney, you get another generic director that just makes mass market junk. When the DC movie universe is in such bad shape, they haven't learned anything. They're looking at Michael Bay to direct. This just proves studio heads just look at numbers and money, and WB is still directionless. You put us through all the drama to put Justice League on track with changing direction. Okay, but now it's all for nothing. If you went the Mcdisney way, follow through and make Justice League 2. No, we're not getting that. Disney and Marvel Studios route to only fast track a Michael Bay Lobo. Wow. Okay, now you can have a chance to make a good Justice League movie, and now it's on the back burner. They hire young veteran directors back to the Mcdisney formula just for a face for the movie, and because veteran directors know better. But this movie is assembled by executives, advertisers, out-of-place humor, weak character development. The directors barely matter. Easily and often replaced. As long as Mcdisney has a blockbuster movie on the menu every big holiday movie weekend throughout the year. Now, when Josh Trank was shut out of his movie entertainment, that movie entertainment news was all over reporting some crazy things. And it's possible it's true, but who knows if it was all or not. They viciously attacked his character because they wanted him to listen to executives micromanaging the heck out of Fantastic Four when he had a vision. We should stand by the directors because it's obvious what's happening now. This is going on more and more with big blockbuster movies. Let me see here. Okay, the WB then exploit. My personal opinion on the Zack Snyder and the Justice League. I was a big fan. I know many of you will disagree with me, but this is my honest opinion. I was a big fan of Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. Both editions. I like the director's cut better. I know there's a lot of people who disagree with that, but I feel like he was going for something different. Superheroes in real world, it's not exact, but he was going more realistic if Superman and Batman actually existed in the real world, except for the Doomsday scene. Everything else, the Doomsday scene I have issues with, but everything else I really enjoyed about that movie, and I wanted to see him complete it. But I believe, in my opinion, that WB exploited a personal tragedy with Zack Snyder's family when that happened with his daughter, and they were going to flip the script, and finish it a different way no matter what. Maybe if the tragedy did not hit the Snyders, Zack could have put up more of a fight. I really think it's a shame how they handled it. They made a huge statement to say they supported him, but this was going to happen regardless. It was just their own marketing magic. But Disney has this down to a science. Fire Josh Trank, hijack Rogue One from Gareth Edwards, fire Lord and Miller, and now Colin Trevorrow. Getting back to having Mcdisney film on the menu every weekend throughout the year, this is destroying the industry. Movies have been in a slump. They have been making less and less, and with Disney monopolizing the big weekend movies throughout the year, they either have a Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, Walt Disney Studios, or a live-action remake or sequel. And this is all by design. Disney is known to choke out the competition. There's no way to compete. Fox is bowing out, possibly Sony next, and the general movie-going audience cheers them on. Why? So we can have Fantastic Four and X-Men cameos and Avengers films? Marvel Studios is stronger for not having access to their go-to characters. Sometimes the best art comes from the struggle of the artist. If Feige had access to every character from the start, we might have not gotten to have an awesome Iron Man, Ant-Man, or even Doctor Strange. And Logan, Deadpool would probably never have happened. Now, a different argument could be if they were if they had, will they continue? But we can agree. But I think we can agree that Disney more than likely would not have made and taken a chance on Deadpool. They may continue it now because it's popular, but I don't think they would have started it to begin with if they originally had the rights. Mcdisney is also diluted the quality. Mcdisney has diluted the quality of Star Wars. It has changed forever. They are announcing new projects without finishing anything with a quality result. It is more important to have a movie every year than to plan out the universe and have a direction. They either copy something else and rehash it, or fail and destroy original characters. And I think the Mcdisney Star Wars has damaged the Disney brand altogether. The more and more they absorb, the quality is going down. And I am a once fan of Disney. I still enjoy the Disney movies, not when they try to absorb and produce everything else. I think it's diluting everything across the board. So my final thoughts are, for the most dangerous time in blockbuster movie history, box office is down for everyone except Mcdisney films. It is not worth the effort to compete with them, so movie studios are bowing out and selling their properties. While they can still make a profit, if you stay in the game, you leak funds and properties and maybe eventually into bankruptcy. And the studios that are left, like WB, want to be Disney and are copying their formula, but they don't have Kevin Feige. In every one of these movie universes, the only one that's working is Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. And I have some issues with that there too, but that may be for another hot topic. I do want to give you some viewer questions. In your opinion, is Disney ruining the industry for blockbuster movies? And I would appreciate all your comments. I'd love to read your comments and get your opinions too. What Fox property are you most worried about if the Disney buyout goes through? Are you happy Marvel Studios would obtain Fantastic Four and X-Men universe and anything else they can just so there's a few minute sequence or a cameo in an Avengers movie? Because I don't think they're all going to get their due, at least not for a while. I would much prefer them be separate and we get quality movies across the board, and competition breeds better quality all the time, every time. How many McDisney Avatar films will be... That was just a bonus question. How many McDisney Avatar films will be there if the merger goes through? Oh my goodness. If the next... Now, unless the second Avatar really bombs, which I don't think it will. I'm actually looking forward to it. I like James Cameron. It's more for general audiences, but I love that he pushes special effects, and I think there's some great stuff in there. But if the Fox merger goes through, how many Avatar sequels are we going to get if Avatar 2 crosses $1 billion? That's really all I have for this one. I'm going to get back to shoutouts, but I also made a Daily Show video that's going up today. I really love doing Hot Topics. I started this channel, though, because I also want to talk about my love of movies, steelbooks, collectibles, too. So I kind of want to try both again. I'm trying to do these Hot Topics daily, and then if people enjoy the Daily Show, where I talk about movie news and steelbooks, collectibles, I'll try to do both. So I'd appreciate it if you give it a shot and check out my other video later on today. Thank you all for watching. This is where I remind you, you don't have to follow me anywhere. All I would like from you movie fans is to join in the conversation. Tell me what you think about Mcdisney. Have a great one, guys.